Emotions are part of your life, but do you know it's also a problem of your life? Because these days, whenever you will scroll through reels, shorts, or anything kind of content, you will see there is an emotional roller coaster going on. Whenever you will see a politician fight over something, some controversies going on all over internet, you will always feel yourself biased to one point. But वहाँ तक बात सही है कि आप किसी एक की तरफ biased हो. But उसके अलावा, if somebody else is having another perspective of the same theory that you will get upset about, you will start fighting over that. You will start a world war in the comment section. And this is how much enraged you are at that point. If watching a emotional reel that makes you feel very emotional about it, in the similar ways, you can see these days school kids are facing too much emotional traumatic stress. Youngsters are more confused than ever they were. We are literally living in an era of 2025, and right now I must say that we are the most lucky generation, that we are surfing through internet and can connect to anyone else we want. And at the same time, we are becoming the most depressed generation of our time. Why? And what is it that changed? So we can't deny that internet has several benefits, but I must tell you internet has several outcomes over it, the negative ones. But one of the problem that might relates to our personal life, which we imparts and we can control somehow, we can understand at least, so that is emotions. Emotions are always overrated. We always too much over invest in our emotions. Now how come it becomes overrated? Because it's something our part of our life. Emotions had only solely one purpose in your life, that makes you feel better, help us to live a little bit better and reproduce a little bit better. That means having a good emotional connection with your partner, family, or any other friend. That's it. Emotions are just kind of a feedback mechanism that tells you if something is likely less wrong or right. Let me give you an example. If you're touching electric spark, so you'll feel, oh my god, this hurts, this is disturbing, so on the next time you are not going to do it, because that hurt emotion made you feel like that way. So it's a kind of biological signal that gives you a feedback that you must take a step in changing this for a beneficial change. But on the other hand, I will not tell you that you must forget all the traumas you had in your life, the past your life, or you if you're dealing with a relationship crisis, if you had a recent breakup, if you had a parent of yours doesn't care about you, if you had your mother preparing for you a war, and if you had a father who just given all the responsibilities on you, if you had a partner who has been toxic to you, these all the things, or one of your relative that said something many years ago that made a big impact on your life, and it actually hit you so hard it still hurts. That's okay, that's totally fine. But those negative emotions makes you feel that there is some issue underlying that should be addressed, that should somehow to be treated. It's a kind of thing, a call to action. So negative emotion came, the call came, and now you must do some action to recover from those traumas, the past things. You must do something about it. Even if you're living in a conservative family where you can't speak about yourself, you must give it a try. At least everyone has some privilege, something they can do about it. Next, the positive emotions. Positive emotions, on the other hand, are reward to our life, that we took the right decision, we took the right action, which negative action was asking for us, from us. So in terms of positive emotion, these rewards, when we get those rewards, okay, I topped the exam because I worked really hard, I got my dream job because I worked for it, I got my house because I was looking for it for so long, I really worked hard, and now I got it, so I must celebrate it. You must do nothing about it, you must feel yourself, completely happy. But then, like everything, the positive emotions will fade away. As problems will keep emerging, these positive emotions will vanish. If you're looking for a house for a really long time and you got it for the today itself, so you are going to celebrate the inauguration and everything else. You will celebrate with your friends that day, you will call your parents or you will call your friends, you will tell about it to all of them. On the second day you will feel less happy about it, but on after 1 month or 1 year you will not give a damn about it, because problems are inevitable in your life. They will keep emerging, and you have to keep solving them. Whenever you will solve a problem, you will get some happiness, you will get that positive emotion of yours. Emotions are part of our lives, not our whole life. If something makes you feel good, that doesn't mean that is good. If something makes you feel bad, that doesn't mean that is always bad. For example, if you love having junk food, it makes you feel so good about yourself, but that doesn't mean that is a good habit, or you should do it probably every single day. If you love having cigarettes, if you have an addiction, that makes you feel so pleased, so comfortable, so good, and at your highest of your point, but that doesn't mean that is good. Irony is this, that we always believe in our emotions. We never question it. Like, for example, if I'm feeling something, we must make a habit of questioning them. Like, if I'm feeling happy about it, is it actually something that will make, that is somehow good for me, that will make me happy in future, that is somehow going to be reason of my happiness? If I'm sure enough, that's okay. If I'm not, I should tackle it. So we must started questioning our emotions every single time when you get it. On the other hand, there are a lot of people who always repress their emotions due to personal, social, mental, any other issues. Personal, for example, if you're living in a conservative family, you are not allowed to speak up for something, you will repress your emotion, you will not convey it. I'll give you a very popular example, that men should not cry. So if you will keep repressing those emotions like most of us do, so we are not getting that feedback from that negative emotion. Denying our negative emotion is somehow leading to us that we are not going to address it, and we are not going to address it, so the problems is going to be unresolved and unsolved. As a result, they will keep feeling all these negative emotions in their life. Throughout their life, they will keep struggling with this, and if you can't solve a problem, you are not getting that positive outcome, so you will never be happy. So pain serves a purpose. If you are feeling something negative, you must do something about it. The purpose is there of your pain. But then there are people who over justify your emotion, over invested into their emotions, which I already said. Over investment in emotion is always scary, horrible, and sometimes leads you to narcissist personality. Now, how come? If I'm not taking responsibility of what I have done, and if I'm relying on my emotions, that I broke your heart because I was angry, I said something really harsh to my mother because I thought I am not feeling good enough, I left my school because I think this is the right thing to do, I didn't like studying. Decision making on the basis of emotional intuition without the aid of real reason behind it always sucks. Like a toddler taking decisions. Who else do it? Seriously, a little kid who has no idea what he's doing. If he loves a snake, he's going to just catch it. Okay, this is something so good. It looks so good. It is someone walking. And what else they do? Shit in their pants? Okay. Don't compare yourself to become a toddler who is completely unaware of the how things works. An obsession and over investment into our emotions always fail, because emotions are very unstable. It's not going to be stable. If you're feeling about happy about something, it is not going to be the same reason of your happiness on the next day. If you're feeling sad about something, it is not going to be the same reason of your sadness on the next day. If you had a recent breakup, so the pain is there for some time, but after 1 year or 2 year, you are not going to be sad about the same thing, right? So emotions are completely changing every single time. The happiness, the house you got, you are not going to be happy enough. It was your dream house, you should be happy forever. Every single day you should be happy. But you are not that much happy because that emotion has faded away. It doesn't mean that you don't love your house, but if you will fixate your goal on that emotion, you will never be happy enough, because it's human tendency, we will always seek for something more, something more, something more. Every single time we'll get a house, we'll think about having more luxury in that place. If we are having a cycle, we will look for a bike. If we are having a bike, we'll look for a car. If we are able to afford a car, we'll think, okay, it should be this car particular. So there are lots of things that'll keep amounting all over and over again. So you can't fixate yourself on that happiness, but eventually ends up feeling the same how we started, inadequate, कभी भी पर्याप्त नहीं, जितना मिल जाए उतना कम. इसकी वजह से हमारी प्रॉब्लम्स ना अनअवॉइडेबल होते हैं एंड रिकर्सिव, एवरी सिंगल टाइम इट्स कम बैक्स अगेन. We must consider one fact that the person you are going to marry is the same person you are going to fight. The house you are going to buy is the same house you are going to repair. The job you had in your dream is the same job is going to be the one where you stresses out. Everything comes with an inherent sacrifice. So all the sacrifice you made, whatever you get is whatever you lost as well. What creates our positive experience is defining the negative experience. But this is very difficult to accept, as we already accepted this idea of something being very perfect, a perfect life of everything I'll get one day, there will be one day, then I'll get everything without working on it. And then we decide that there is some ultimate happiness that can be achieved. But it cannot. You will always feel inadequate if you will not feel that you are adequate right now in this moment. Start now. Stop investing yourself into emotion that much that it can harm sometimes your life. You must consider that every bond, every relation, everything you have right now, if you're living in somehow rush, whatever you are living in, you are living free, you are having a purpose in your life, you are living happily, and you must accept that. If you're feeling some negative emotions, you should do something about it. But if you're feeling something that's okay, it's very negative, it's anger to coming to me, it's something sad coming to me, you must accept it and do something about it rather than ranting about it. It is not going to help, neither going to solve the problem. Don't fight over some little issues to someone whom you really meant, because that is not going to solve your problem. That is somehow justifying, you are trying to justifying your emotions, your anger, your any of those emotions, that because I was sad so I said really harshest things to you. That is not how it works. We like the idea of feeling satisfied and fulfilled with our life forever, but we cannot. And now I wish that you must share one of your encounter with your emotions that made you feel that it was not good enough and you did it out of emotion because you was too invested in your emotions. I can share a lot. So now the life update, I want to say very thank you so much to all of you for being here with me in throughout my journey. But I must say one thing, because I have seen there are lots of shorts that are working well, and I am not into that shorts content. I am more over in long form content because I feel that there are lots of things we must address rather than just giving our audience the roller coaster. Because the roller coaster is somehow the dopamine hit that is not going to be very consistent with you. Another thing I want to tell you, that don't fall into anything whatever I am showing, that I am keeping everything very realistic and not that fascinated from something else. Or I do like a lot of things. I do like colors. I do like this matching. But I am keeping everything realistic. I am not buying a lot of stuff. I can buy one, but I am keeping it very simple because whatever you have is the normal. Normal is the definition of life, how you should live. Normal is the definition of aesthetics. I don't know what kind of aesthetics people follow these days, whatever is going on to our society. I'll make a video about it, but I wanted to keep it realistic, so everything will be realistic. I can't tell you that I'll do a lot of things, and whatever I can do at my home with my own hands and with my own happiness, wherever I'll involve myself, I'll feel myself happy about, I'll take the actions that makes me feel better. We'll see you in the next video. Please comment if you have any suggestions for me for the another video of you, or you want me to talk about something. I must. And this aesthetic topic I'll be addressing soon. Lots of love.